So you see, I had to get used to it because me, I'm from South Africa, and once you go there, once you go below the belt, oh, Puma, signyathele, Puma sigvitize. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. So, imagine Americans, they just talk and then have a good day. Like, what? Eh? Kanjani manje? Uthini manje? Hi ZeeWorld, Z Nation, Yimilona, Portia, Intombi Chongo, aka Cook. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, better luck next time. So, yes, I'm just sitting here. I just had my lunch. I had delicious muffin from Nice Guys. I'm gonna be reviewing vegan food pretty soon for you guys here on another channel probably. But anywho, while I was eating, I was going through my photos of my husband and I because he's so gorgeous and I love him. And I started thinking, oh, I have another topic for you guys, or story time. I want to break down the differences of dating internationally, the differences of dating somebody from America, American boy. Like, what are the differences dating somebody who's not from South Africa, who's not of my culture? I almost said not of my race. My husband will be like, huh? You said I'm not of your race. I mean, he's not really. Okay, guys, so my husband is mixed. Like, as we know in South Africa, ikalati, ne? So his mom, hi Mary, bless her soul. Oh my God, his mom loved me and I loved her. Oh, which is that's my mother. Anyway, so his mom was wait, she's what? I almost said she was Caucasian. I mean, yes, she was Caucasian, but I'm trying to find the exact she was Polish. My husband would be like, how did you forget? She was Polish. I think she was Polish and maybe French, maybe some Indian, I don't know. Like, my husband and I want to do our ancestry test because we want to know like exactly what is he. Like, we know he's Polish, maybe some French, because when you see his hair, it's like long, thick, black. I think there must be some Indian somewhere. And his dad was Black American. So there's one thing that I will tell you, the differences of dating somebody who's American or somebody who's international. One thing that I've noticed, like when it comes to our relationship and how we communicate and just like the differences. Yo, my husband can talk you. It says, especially when it comes to, like arguments or yes, says he's gifted right here. And he will give you, and I'm just like, but you know what? It's not just my husband though, but it's an American thing. Since I've been here for 12 years, I've noticed that just for Americans, they have this thing that I'm in America. It's America. I mean, duh, it's American. It's a free country. I can say whatever I want. It's a free country. I can say whatever I want. So what? So what? Oh my God. I'm from Africa. Yeah, ngizanyathela wentombi. Hey, Americans will talk. Americans are so rude, and I just don't understand, because then they are quick to call the police. Like, how are you quick to be rude and then quick to call the police like Drake and Sazige Manj? So it's not just my husband, it's just an American thing. Like, Americans, what do you call this thing? Whoa. They don't have a whoa. Like, it just comes out. Kuyasiphumela nje, kuyasiphumela. If they want to say fuck you, they say fuck you. If they want to say bitch, they say bitch. If they want to say ho, they say ho. How? Kanjalo nje. How? So I had to get used to it, because for me, I'm not saying now because I'm Zulu. Zulu men are rude, yes. But most of the time, I don't feel like Zulu men are rude. Zulu men are just direct. Into nje bayibeka bayebhadlalaza nje injalo, uyayithatha imntaka baba iphekwe etafula. So Zulu men are just very direct. Abakenkelezi, abadry, bayibeka nje indaba ngoba injalo. But Americans kunoku basnaksanyana, kunoku we think we're better. We think, we are Americans, we are the better country, so yeah. Oh wait, Jesu. But Husa, and then another thing that I've noticed, the differences, dating internationally or dating somebody who's not of my culture or my language, is of course the communication. Because listen, since I've been in America, of course I'm dating an American. Now I have to speak English 24/7. The only time I speak English, the only time I speak my language, which is Zulu, is when I'm on the phone with my family, my friends, or I'm just talking to myself, or I'm talking to God in Zulu. I don't know. But so, being in a relationship with an American, I speak English. At this point, I think I even dream in English. I swear, I think I dream in English. So it's very difficult, I'm not gonna lie, and that's something me and him talk about, that it is not easy for me to communicate. I try my best, but English is not my mother tongue. It's not. So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the best speaker, talker. No, I do my best, and I'm thankful to have a husband who tries his best to understand that I'm from a different country. I speak different languages. I don't just speak Zulu, I speak other languages. I'm come from a different culture, so we think differently, we react differently, so we try to be aware of that at all times. But yeah, when we argue, sometimes I want to say fusekwensha. Sometimes I want to say fusekwensha because I don't know what else to say. Because my husband, I say this, he says this. I say this, he says this. I say this, he says. I write one message, he writes me a whole paragraph. I write 2 lines, he sends me a whole essay. I'm like, listen here, you are not my English teacher, Pela. What is this? English lesson? No. Cook. Guys, my husband thinks I'm silly, so he loves me, guys. He thinks I'm so silly. So yeah, like sometimes, like most of the times, like he has to ask me, like, what do you think, what do you think about this? Because like, yeah, I communicate, I say, as much as I can. But sometimes there are just things that no matter how much I try, I cannot just communicate them as well as I could in my own language. So Bay has been asking me to teach him, some Zulu. Because I was teaching Bay Zulu before, like when we started dating. And then I thought that he got bored with it, so I stopped because I didn't want to annoy him, I never want somebody to do something for me. Yeah, of course I appreciate somebody do something for me, but at the same time I want him to also enjoy it. So I thought he wasn't enjoying it, but he's like, no, actually I don't mind learning your language because it would also help you like feel better in communicating, because then that I understand what you're saying. But also at the same time, guys, what does help is the fact that Bay and I have been together for 12 years, married for 8. And when you are together for that long, I swear to God, you'll start syncing like phones. Like we are in sync. In sync, isn't that the group In Sync? Anyway, we are linked together. Hey, linked like I'm a link, I'm a sausage vorse, I'm a vorse, I'm a sausage. We are linked together. We've been noticing that more and more, like he's able, like I'm able to communicate with him telepathically. Like when I want my husband to do something or I want to tell him something, literally an hour or a day later, he knows exactly what I wanted to say without me even saying it. Like he will say exactly what I wanted to say to him. Like, and I'm just like, wait a minute, did I say that to you? He's like, no, you didn't, but I felt it or I heard it. And I'm just like, but I was saying it in my head. He's like, yeah, but I heard it. I didn't know where it was coming from. Because guys, you should think when there's a thought that comes into your head and you don't even know where it's coming from, it's not linked to anything you were thinking about, probably somebody's sending it to you, probably your family, your loved ones, or whoever. So I mean, I send messages to my husband, like right now, like for example, sometimes I can send him a message. Like the other day I needed something in his car, and I was just thinking like, damn, I want him to come by where I am. Let me tell you, within an hour I'm driving to the gas station. Boom, who do I see? My husband. We don't even work at the same location. I mean, or the same area. It's two different areas. It's not that far. It's like 30 minutes. But I mean, hour after I thought about him, same gas station. You could have went to any other gas station. So, but also, recently, we had the same dream. We were both sleeping at the same time. When I woke up, I asked him what he dreamt about. He told me, and I literally had the similar dream. Like, if not exact, a similar dream. And it's just like, oh my God. At this point, we don't even have to communicate. We can just look at each other. We can just like think of each other, and I know exactly what's going on with him, you know. So that's good. Let me think of other things. What are other interesting things that I can remember when it comes to international dating? So another thing that I could say about international dating or dating out of your culture or race, well, actually, this is a positive. I'll say, like, for me, like, I've always known I was gonna date out of my race or culture or whatever. I just always knew, because let me tell you, just when I was in high school, you know, dating my Zulu boyfriend, I was just like, you know what, this Zulu man, I'm sorry, I love Zulu men. I love everybody, but for me, shame, it's not for me. It is not for me. Because it's just like the Zulu men have this thing of to like dominate women, this thing of like they are higher authority. Me, I don't take that, guys, because I'm such a free person, I'm such a free spirit. I cannot be under somebody. So that's why I love dating internationally or out of my race or out of my culture. For me, I love it, and I love who I'm with because he's so free, he's so understanding, and my husband is so smart, guys. There's nothing he doesn't know. Like, I was so surprised how much he knows of my country and my culture, because coming to America, I was surprised like people don't know nothing that's outside of America. They don't even know anything inside of America. So where ma, yeah. But my husband is so smart. He takes the time to actually research and just know who I am, and he appreciates my culture, my country, and just me as a woman. And that was so important to me. I love my man. And we just share the same values, similar values, and that was really, really important for me and for him too, because we are from different cultures, we're from different countries, but somehow we are on the same book. We might not always be on the same page, but we are on the same book, and I love that for us. So yeah, like for me, that's definitely a win. I'm not, you know, putting down, I'm not putting Zulu men down, but nje for choice yami nje bekuyileyo. Also, what I could say is that I'm not saying every American man is loving and free and supportive, and I'm not saying every Zulu man is, you know, uzenze poza ubafazi, but mostly, you know, and it's just gonna go with whatever you prefer and whatever you like for you, for your love, you know. But I am definitely happy, and I am lucky. I'm blessed in every way to be in this relationship that I am right now, right here. What else can I say about this, guys? I feel like I'm missing something. There was something that I wanted to share that was kind of funny, I think. Aibo. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna cut this video right here. I'm thinking of doing a part 2 if you guys request a part 2. I will probably have my husband with me. I'll have him join me so that he can say his side of the story. He can tell you what he thinks are the positive or the negative of dating somebody from South Africa, somebody from, you know, who's not American. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, for liking, for supporting my channel, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Ngintandani. Bye. ZeeWorld, 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 ZeeWorld.